Dallas, Texas, and the Texas State Fair. And for the better part of a century, the Sooners and Longhorns have defined conferences, national titles, and how regions of the country are perceived based on the outcome of this game. When these two meet, everybody pays attention. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Oklahoma's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Guys, this rivalry's a throwback. Aren't many left like this with the stadiums divided right down the middle.
So much tremendous history between these two teams. And, David, it just always seems in this game, you throw out the stats, you throw out the standings, you throw out the records, and this is just a different energy when we see these teams play.
It's because you bring in the hatred. They don't like each other. The fan bases don't like each other. Texas, Oklahoma, it always...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Floating away. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Longhorns offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying, there's no defense for a perfect pass, but he's got to be extra careful and sharp when he's throwing that guy's way.
Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Leaves it with the back. Running with power. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not putting them in play.
The Longhorns have this offense rolling. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So you get stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Using the quick game. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sooners!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver. You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
You guys know I love the history of this stuff. Texas is threatening to put together a run unlike any they've had since the 50s, David.
Texas has been dominating the series, and I can tell you this from college. We had some rivals that we played with that we lost to consistently. Coaches that week got so tight, so tense, it made a big difference, Palmer.
Well, I'll tell you, this winning streak by Texas has had a major impact on the football program, too. Of course, the fans have been bragging, Bevo strutting. These coaches' salaries, they've gone up because they've been able to win these games and dominate their rival, Oklahoma, time and time again.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. You go back over the history of this rivalry, and there's certainly been close games, but there have also been a large number of blowouts, and we had one last year for the Horns, David.
And I think as a Texas fan, you better understand that, because when you win big the year before, OU is going to come out with their hair on fire, Jesse, ready to make a statement.
When I think back to last year's game, I think what impressed me so much about Texas was that they stepped up and brought their A game to the ballpark in the River Rivalry, one of the biggest games of the year. Let's see who's going to step up in this one today.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year. And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. The give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Right back to it. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in.
Good.
Because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. After watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. It's complete. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Sooners racing to the line in a hurry-up.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Harris will throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Looking for a productive play on first down. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Fires downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Makes the grab on the left.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Handoff to the single back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that leads the nation in first downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so...
Throws toward the end zone. For anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And it looks as if they're going to try field goal. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. Nice to bring it out of the end zone. Did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Sooner offense returns to the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
They're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
After the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Power football with the run. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. After the strong run on second down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Harris back to pass. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. He finds his man.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. Using the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Longhorns are on the move. He wants to throw. It's complete. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They march the ball 51 yards for the score. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On the move at the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Gives it to the back on the draw. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Harris will throw. Got his man. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Down to the 23 for this first and 10.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that
reels it in down the left side. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, and hold onto the ball until the guy comes over, feed him, and get the 6.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. Out of the gun, the running back has it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, it's loose.
Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover.
You know, these running backs have to keep fighting.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Play this game in the shadow of Big Tex. You can get a corny dog out there, play carnival games, and see one of the great rivalries in the sport, David.
It's crazy. You literally walk outside of the stadium, and there are thousands upon thousands of people. They don't even realize a football game's going on, Jesse. They're just having a good time.
You're right. It's part of what makes this game so special. The Red River Rivalry, there's just so much fanfare. There's so much tradition. And remember, with bragging rights on the line, this thing just means more.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it out quickly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off. They were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be. Here comes the Texas offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 2nd down after that incompletion. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Coming after it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
He's back to throw on second down. Floats it out in space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And before they can kick it, call a timeout. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in, looking for space. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people.
And it's picked off, bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Sooners!
You always hear the old saying, tips lead to picks. Quarterbacks have got to be careful. You've got to be so accurate with the ball. If you're not, when a defender tips that thing up into the air, bad things generally happen. Pick 6. It doesn't get much worse than that.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Right back to the well. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Oh, it's out! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Quickly complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. on the option. He'll toss it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to pass, it's McCoy. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Smashes ahead. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
That's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice.
By the quarterback. Game of
You can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some 1st downs, get some positive momentum.
1st and 10. Harris back to pass. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turns it on at midfield. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it over the house, but they got him at the 24. The Sooners want to move quickly. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. They'll try to pop the draw. Snowed under by the defense.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's up to 86 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns are flying down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Harris will throw. Fires to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He has been in see ball, get ball mode all day, and he is making his mark in this rivalry game, guys.
I'll tell you, he was sick and tired of reading about and hearing about the offenses coming into this one. This guy had his own designs and his own plans. He has been balling, David, all over the field.
Man, it's so fun. A rivalry game, you have so much emotion, so much passion. Well, guess what? You can let that out on defense. And defense, you can fly around, make plays, and he's been doing it all game long.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
They'll go to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge... Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they go back on top. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. West Virginia is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in Morgantown.
The give to the back.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Missouri. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the 43-yard line.